Hello everybody, it's me, TONIK TTW. We're back out in destroyers this time around. We've got the Tier 7 British destroyer, the Lightning, and for those that want to know, I'm running Tywit at 16.4 with Sims for some extra hit points at 16.3, and I think I'm running Mod off as well to give me some extra guns on this thing. We've just been trying out a few different builds to see how they compare, but I would really like to get a kill. So we're here on Haven. As you can see, there's 3 destroyers on each team. There's 1 cruiser and there's a lot of battleships. So that means in a DD we are ripe for picking up a few kills. And we're going to do what a DD does. We're going to push out there and we're going to try and get red team spotted and hope that our team will back us up. And as I'm pushing forward here, I'm looking for my escape route out to the right, and I'm expecting something potentially to appear on that corner. I am located, which means that there is another ship out there that is running twist and track or perceptive. I'm looking behind me. We've got a Lenin in the game. Somebody had a lot of money, but I know that he's probably happy to push and bow tank and use that strong front end to soak up some damage while I push in. But I think they're just sitting back a little bit to wait and see what gets spotted and what gets done first of all, because if we can get the destroyer to dump his torpedoes, then we know we've got a little bit of time for those guys to push before he gets a reload in. I'm being very cautious as I push forward. I know there's a destroyer out here. We've got a Vladivostok, so that's a Vlad against our Lenin. I'm watching this gap here and I'm letting this destroyer push. Let him come in to me. Those guys are out of range. I would have loved to have some long range torpedoes out there, but we put a couple of spreads out just hoping that we might catch something by going fishing, and we're keeping our guns across there as we turn. What I want to do is to let him spot me. I want him, there we go, to make the first move, and it does look like he's going to soak up some torpedoes, but he's slammed the brakes on, so we go skinny to all the battleships. We get some shots on him. He decides to back out of it. Now there's his radar, but I'm positioned behind cover. He can't get shots on me, and all I'm going to do is let that radar burn down. Move away, let the radar run out. Now I know he's on cooldown. Now he hasn't fired his torpedoes at me, so I don't know whether or not he's put those extremely long range but slow torpedoes towards our battleship. We certainly haven't seen any red triangles, but that looks like some red triangles going in there. And it seems to be a bit of a stalemate here. But blue team are pushing forwards, so I am going to move back out into the centre here. My twist and track is telling me that he's still out here. I'm not located, and that means that somebody else is closer. So he is potentially closer to the battleships, and so I need to push him and see if I can give them some more cover. There is a smoke screen there, and the question is he just hiding in the smoke screen? I don't know, so I'm going to run my sonar as I come around this corner. I know he can't torpedo me, but I do know that there's some battleships back there that know that I'm out here now and are probably covering him, if they're playing their game right, because they should be covering their destroyer. But it appears that most of red team are just sat back in this capture point. There's some big ships back here. Everybody is obviously out trying to get their legendary mods done, playing the tier 7 battleships. I've been out playing them as well. I did some on live stream. It was a bit of a mixed bag. There were some good games and there were some absolutely awful games. That one was done last night on a Monday the 6th of February, so go and watch that one back if you'd like to see me play some battleships. There will be some battleship games coming onto the channel over the next few days, just to show that I don't only play destroyers. So this guy has run. I'm still not located. I think he's heading back towards these guys. So we are going to put a spread of torpedoes out there and see if we can pick up a few hits as we push around and get on a flank, because these guys are just backing up. Red team have lost 2 destroyers. It looks like they've lost a cruiser and a battleship on that left flank. It has completely collapsed. We've lost 1 destroyer, and now the team are going to do the right thing. They're going to push. The team on this side, they're feeling confident. They know all these hit points are out here for farming, and they are going to push up and push in. And I am just waiting, biding my time for my torpedoes to reload. We're only on just under 5,000 damage, and that is going to go up by quite a bit. But there we go. We get 1-2 hits on that Iowa. We don't get a flood. We're what? We're 5.5 minutes into the game. It is 8 ships plays 5, and here are all the battleships. Now look at what is going on here. The Iowa is getting pummeled there off to my left, and there are 3 battleships literally stuck together here that seem unable to do anything. I don't know if they're hooked up. People have been saying that they're hooked up, but I get a problem here where those ships are too close together that it's very difficult to switch targets to actually pick up another target, and so I end up putting out single fire torpedoes in a little bit of a spread, but I think most of them are heading for the Veneto. But looking at how those guys are at this moment in time, that Amagi has obviously been staring down his gun barrels and has run straight in to the Marco Polo. I think it's a Marco Polo, isn't it? Or a Veneto? I think it's a Veneto. But there we go. We put 6 torpedoes out towards those 3, and we do get all 6 hits. That's not too shabby. And now it's time to hit the smoke and try and get some fires and pick up a kill on one of these ships. We're on 98,000 damage, so we've picked up 93,000 damage in the space of 1 torpedo salvo. And there we go. We get a fire on the Vlad, but before he burns out, the Zeton picks him up. So we switch to the Amagi and then onto the Veneto. We're looking at what's happening. The Iowa has obviously gone. We stay on the Veneto. We flick back to the Amagi, just rotating the fire through these targets that are out there. The Amagi has finally backed up. We get a fire on him too, but the Vanguard picks him up. So the only ship left here is the Veneto, and the destroyer's out there. I'm located. I know he's out there. I'm not going to hang in my smoke forever. I don't like to do that. But we get shots on to the Veneto. We are going to pick up a fire in a couple of salvos time. There we go. But guess what? Bismarck picks up the kill. 3 ships, 3 kills, 8 torpedo hits, and not a single kill goes to me. I'm going to push away towards the cap. The destroyer's left. We are, what, 8 minutes into the game now. Red team have 1 destroyer left. He's behind me. Everybody seems to be firing in the direction of his smoke screen, so all he's done is tell everybody to point their guns that way. And yeah, he comes out with smoke, gets spotted, we get guns on, we go for the reload, we get a good hit, and the Vanguard takes the kill. So I don't think that was even 9 minutes into the game. Red team completely rickrolled. I don't get a single kill, but we do get 8 torpedo hits and 106,000 damage for doing that to red team. We finish top of the board. So it's not all about kills. It's not all about massive damage. We played the game and red team just folded. But I hope you've liked that one. It was nice and quick and easy. And if you've liked that one, please do hang around and click on one of these links. And if you haven't already done so, please do consider subscribing to the channel and click the notification bell so you get more updates. Until next time, take care and goodbye.